I believe you were intentionally created for a myriad of purposes. There are many things we can do with our lives. And I think it's our job to find out what those things are and to do them as well as we possibly can so that we're passing along the right imprint for the next generation.
There is no prize out there. The only prize is this one and what you feel and what you want to accomplish. And if you can, as you start out, these what could be lean years or could be fat years, I feel that I very often watch a lot of young people sort of meander around without any idea about why they're doing what they're doing. I mean, to want and to be ambitious and to want to be successful is not enough. That's just desire.
You know, a lot of people always tell me like, I want to have the life that you have, or, you know, you're living the dream. And you guys got to realize that, you know, it wasn't always like this. This just wasn't given to me, all right? I didn't start here. Like, honestly, a couple years ago, I was just, exactly like 2 years ago, I was just a student at university. Nothing special about my life. I was just, you know, chasing the graduation, doing the path that my parents wanted me to take, you know, doing the path that basically everybody is taking, because that's accepted as, you know, what the norm is. That's accepted as what you got to do.
If you will spend 1 extra hour each day studying your chosen field, you'll be a national expert in that field in 5 years or less. You and I were born with the gift to make this a better place. Even if we didn't improve, we could make the world better right now. We could encourage people, compliment people. We could solve problems. We could pick up trash. We could fix things. We could bring new ideas. But as you grow, you become a bigger source for the rest of life to express itself through you. You were put here for a reason.
The most important thing, self-confidence. Without that skill, and I use the word skill intentionally, without that skill, we are useless as a soccer player. Because when you lose sight or belief in yourself, we're done for.
To know what you want, to understand why you're doing it, to dedicate every breath in your body to achieve. If you feel you have something to give, if you feel that your particular talent is worth developing, is worth caring for, then there's nothing you can't achieve.
So ask yourself every day, how would the person I'd like to be do the things I'm about to?
I use the definition of self-confidence to be the ability or the belief to believe in yourself to accomplish any task, no matter the odds, no matter the difficulty, no matter the adversity. The belief that you can accomplish it. Self-confidence.
In my mind, I'm always the best. I don't care what the people are thinking, what they say. In my mind, not just this year, but always, I'm always the best. I'm always going to say that.
Ever since I was young, like I had a lot of dreams, I had a lot of goals, but I never really went after them. And for me, guys, you know, fitness kind of like changed my perspective on all that. Because like I always had a lot of goals and I had a lot of things I wanted to accomplish with my life, but I never really made it happen, you know. And once I started lifting a couple years ago, about 6 years ago, once I started seeing results, it was the first time in my life that I really felt like, you know, I'd accomplished something. Because people were asking me like, how did you accomplish that body? Like how did you make that happen? And you know, I had a body that most people, you know, have not been able to accomplish with their lives. That gave me the feeling like, you know, of appreciation, and it gave me like, for the first time in my life, it gave me the feeling like the satisfaction of crushing a goal, you know, setting a goal and really going after it. Because it always was my goal, you know, to build like a dream physique, but it literally took me years, you know, to get even close to that. And I'm not even there yet, but once I started getting like a little bit closer to it, I started to realize like wow, this is the first time in my life that I'm actually turning my dreams into a fucking reality. And I started to realize that I could, you know, basically turn that into every single aspect of my life. And afterwards I started to realize like, there are really no fucking limits, right? And that's when I started student aesthetics. It took me 2 years to build up, you know, a little bit of business in which I made some type of money, because first of all, I didn't make any money at all, but I still loved it because this is my freaking passion. I spent all my hours and all my hours into it. You guys got to realize, like, it is not for everyone, first of all, but also, you know, you got to realize that nobody that is somewhere, you know, just gets there, right? There are very limited people on this planet that don't have to work for where they are. And especially in this situation, I'm only 21 years old right now. You know, traveling the world, being able to do all that, making a living doing what I love, it's almost freaking like unrealistic, right? And that's always like what my mindset was back in the day. Before I started doing this, it was like, nah, like, it's not realistic, man. You know, you tell your friends about it, you tell people around you, but it's never really been taken seriously, because, you know, you still always like wonder in your head, like, is this really gonna happen, or is it just like this kind of dream? You know, you see these people on the internet that have a lot of things and you want the same thing, but like, is it really possible? And I can tell you guys that it fucking is possible, all right? If you put all your time and effort into something that you love, that is your passion, I'm telling you, you can fucking accomplish it. And now I'm in a position where, you know, I feel mentally able to crush any fucking goal that I have, right? And that may not be correct, that may not be reality, but it fucking gets me to a lot of places that I would never expect myself to go to. Because you know what they say, you can shoot for the moon, but even if you don't get there, you may still end up amongst the stars, right? So.
Muhammad Ali, what was his self-affirmation? I am the greatest. Who else is going to tell you? There need to be quiet moments in your bedroom, quiet moments when you're brushing your teeth, that we need to reaffirm, I am the captain of my ship and the master of my fate. That is my affirmation. I came from a school of 1,000 people. I lived in a town of 1,000 people for 15 years. There's no reason that I should be in charge of an athletic department building Maple Leaf Gardens. But I am the captain of my ship and the master of my fate. If I don't say it, if I don't believe it, no one else will.
Anybody that really focuses on an obsession and allows it to take over every aspect of their life will succeed in that particular obsession.
All day I go. All day long.
I had this clear vision of where I was going. I kept it no matter what. I kept it close. And then it happened for me.
Every time I sat in the class, I was only thinking, you know, about new ideas, about building, about creating, right? Because, you know, for me, that is life. My life is about accomplishing shit. Right now, we're traveling the world here. You know, normal people, they would take this as a break, you know, as a vacation. But we're grinding here all day. We're, you know, working every single day to get a video out, because I know this will, you know, establish my business even further. And I know that you guys love it as well. This is what I fucking love doing, you know, creating content, putting something on this earth that will help people. And, you know, at the same time, I'm able to make a living off of it. And that is, you know, for me, the fucking most beautiful thing there is. This all wasn't given to me, and it will not be given to you. You got to put in hours and hours. And at the same time, you got to think about, you know, what am I going to do differently? And you got to stop giving a fuck about all these people that are going to tell you that you're not going to be able to crush your goals, or, oh man, like, your dreams are way too big. Like, you're fucking, you know, you're dreaming, right? People told me that all my fucking life, but I knew that one day I was gonna prove them wrong, and it could take a lot of fucking time. And that is the thing, most people, they only wanna, you know, show that they work hard, like on fucking social media, like on fucking a screen, right? But what are you really doing when there's no camera involved? What are you really doing? How hard are you working when nobody's fucking watching? That's what it's all about, because the first 1-2 years of your building a business, or, you know, getting in shape, nobody will fucking notice what you're doing. Your friends may actually talk you down. I've had the luck of having a lot of good friends, but I'm gonna tell you guys, I don't make any new friends ever since I started that business. And, you know, right now all these people are coming back like, oh, like acting like I'm cool, right? And people used to laugh at me bringing Tupperware to school, right? And then I started vlogging. People used to laugh at me bringing a camera. That's just what it is, guys. You gotta accept that you're gonna have to be fucking different if you want to succeed, and if you want to do something differently than all the other people are doing in order to, you know, accomplish your dream, because that's what it's all about at the end of the day, right? Being happy. I'm fucking happy of where I am, you know, because I know a lot of people are not able to work as hard as I do, and I'm not trying to talk myself up. I'm just telling you that I think that's the way it is. So that's what you're gonna have to accept if you want to follow your dreams and you want to crush them and you want to accomplish them and do whatever it takes. You know, not everybody may stand by your side anymore. People will fucking drop. That is the reality. But if you want something so bad and you stand for it because you love it and you want it so bad, then, you know, who gives a fuck about these people? You only need a few people in your life, and those are the people that care about you, and all the other people, like fuck it, who the fuck cares? You know, the path that I've taken, it is not impossible. It is fucking unrealistic, I know it, but that's what my younger self would tell me as well. But right now I know that it is fucking possible, and anybody can do it. You know, if you have the right mindset and you're willing to do whatever it takes, you're willing to work hard to crush your goals, and you know, you're accepting the fact that you're gonna have to sacrifice nights out, you're gonna have to sacrifice hanging out with your friends, and if your friends, family don't accept what you are doing, you're gonna have to accept that you may be fucking taking the lonely path, all right? Because that's what it is. If you decide to be an entrepreneur, it's gonna be a lonely road for most, you know? But that's what you sign up for. And if you're willing to do that, I can tell you guys, you can crush any single goal you want.
If I could give you one thing to take from this, it is no one will believe in you unless you do. Listen to the words of that video. Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes. We're supposed to be different, folks. And when people look at us, believe in yourself.
How I changed from, you know, being this 17-year-old guy that only cared about gaming and hanging out, and, you know, being like a lazy cunt, fucking, you know, I only cared about, you know, getting like the lowest grades that would just make me pass, right, at school, and then next to school with just chilling as much as possible. And right now I got the mindset of, you know, I can't even like lie on the fucking beach or lie on a pool, because all I want is you know, to fucking create shit and to do more, because accomplishment is, for me, that is really my drive. And for me to, like, that all started with fitness and it grew into something more. So that's what I want to, you know, share that message with you guys. There is nothing special about me, all right? I want you guys to know that very clearly. There is nothing special about me. I didn't start student aesthetics with already like a certain name or whatever. I had only a couple $100 in my bank account. All I had was freaking time. I had time and I had a vision, and I had the balls to basically, you know, do whatever the fuck I wanted to make this happen, because I didn't care about anyone, you know, because this was my dream. Nobody's gonna take my dream from me. If I have a goal, I have a dream, I'm gonna go after it, and I don't let anybody tell me that I can't do it or that I'm not fucking willing to or able to do it, because I know who I am and I know what I can. So if you have any goals you want to accomplish, I'm telling you, you can make it fucking happen if you want it bad enough, and if you're willing to do, you know, anything it takes. And you know, you really need to stop worrying about all the fucking people around you that are telling you you can't do it, because if you have a dream, nobody's gonna take it from you. Let's make it fucking happen.